What's up guys, Venom RB here. So today we're going to be checking out the brand new housing update in Driving Empire, and I'm going to be giving my opinions on it. So yeah, let's get right into the video. So for new cars, not even going to bother like reviewing them because who really cares? It's nothing too crazy. We have the Aston Martin Vantage something. I don't know. It looks kind of mid. It is. It's got soft top that doesn't seem to be animated because there's no roof option, so whatever. Then we got just the normal SSC Tuatara. Of course, the limited version came out. This is just the normal one. So that is it for the cars. Now let's get to the main attraction of the update. All right, so after a year of waiting, we have the new housing update. So all the houses spawn in this area. It's not loaded in over there, but they go around there. Basically, all in this giant area is where the houses spawn. This is where, like, just open fields where this is where like the Winterfest and Spookfest were. Over there is the old neighborhood, which as you can see is no longer there. So how this works is we have all of these houses in this house icon, and you can go to the blueprint shop. So you have a bunch of different properties ranging in size, garage amount, stuff like that. And they go on different plot sizes. So you have small, medium, and large, meaning you cannot put a mansion on the smallest plot, and you couldn't put the smallest house on, you know, a giant plot. Makes sense? Pretty simple. So as you can see, around there is a bunch of medium plots. Now, I have a small house, so I just hit spawn. Brings me here, just to the closest small property. So this is the house we're going to be checking out just for this video. It's called the Auburn. There's a bunch of different houses, but we're not going to go over that because they're all pretty much, you know, the same, just varying in size and whatnot like that. So the garage on this is unfortunately not very detailed. Most houses I've seen are not detailed in the garages. Some, like the barn, are very nice, but overall not great. The mansions also have decent garages. Alright, so inside, interior detail is really cool. Something I like is everything is animated, which is just really cool to see. Stuff like this works. You know, you can burn stuff, you can do that. I don't know, I don't cook. I have ramen noodles. Anyways, out here we have the pool, which is actually deep. A lot of pools are not deep, but this one is actually pretty nice. What's cool is when you spawn in the house, these little bushes will spawn in with it. They're just part of the property. All the houses have these, which is just a cool feature. Everything, like I said, is animated, including stuff like sinks. Lights also work by just clicking switches. Showers work. Okay, maybe this one doesn't, but the others do, I swear. Closet is nice. The beds are pretty nice, so you can sleep. That's pretty cool. Those won't get used for wrong things at all with roleplay and Roblox, right? And then you also have upstairs on this house. So that's pretty much it for the housing update and what is in these houses. So now let me just give my feedback and opinions on the update. Alright, so now we're going to talk about my opinion on the housing update. So let's get right into it. So, as most of you, do I want to call it my opinion? Alright, so now let's get into like sort of my opinion slash the community's reaction to the update and my thoughts on that. So, most of the update reviews, you know, community's reaction have been pretty positive, but there's still been a large amount, probably like 30% of people who do not like the update and think it's bad. And I think that's kind of strange, but I also know, or at least think, why it happens. So I believe the problem people have with this update, or why so many people aren't fans of it, like when you look at the DE chat, tons of people spamming L update, is because of hype. This update has been planned and teased for months and months, almost a year to come out. And that's built up a ton of hype around it, which I never understood people's hype, because like houses are cool, but like it's a driving game, right? Like if you wanted to roleplay the neighborhood, the old neighborhood was perfectly fine in my opinion. Anyways, so people have been getting hyped up over this update for almost a year now, to the point where it's like, even if it was DE's best update ever and it came out with like 10 limiteds and 100 houses, it still wouldn't be enough because people have been hyped up for this update for so long. The anticipation is just unrealistic. So I think when people loaded into the game and they saw only 8 houses and only 2 cars and they weren't limited, that made them mad because they have been thinking this is going to be like the biggest Driving Empire update to ever come out. I don't honestly think I've seen this much hype around a DE update since possibly the summer update, but even then this had a lot of hype around it. A similar thing happened to, for example, Forza Horizon 5. ton of hype around it. Game launched, wasn't that great. Wasn't bad, but it wasn't as amazing as people were expecting. And so then people said it was trashy, even though it kind of was. So that I guess is a bad example, but whatever. It's kind of true. Same for this. You know, the update's great as far as it goes. Like, there's nothing for me to complain about with the update because it's just houses. Like, it's exactly what it was. It's exactly as advertised. You cannot get mad at this update. It's not, to me, a best DE update or like, oh, this DE update's revolutionary. This is not going to be a very used feature, in my opinion. I give it like a week and like there'll be one house loaded into this whole place at all times in big public servers, right? Because like, just look at the whole neighborhood. People never really used it. But with that being said, at the same time, it's a solid update. Absolutely nothing to complain about. It's exactly as advertised. So my opinion is this update was far too overhyped for what it was. I don't know who started hyping it up and why people cared so much about houses. But now that, you know, it happened and it wasn't some crazy big update. Well, it was a big update, but it wasn't some like crazy, insane, game-changing update. People are like, well, this update sucked. Houses, garbage, blah, 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 whatever. So in my opinion, it's just a solid update. Like, would I rather see more cars coming with it? Of course, but like, I don't really care that much. You know, it's like, yeah, there were no limiteds. Well, there's always next week. Instead, people just get mad over it. Anyways, that's gonna do it for the video. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video. I'm gonna be streaming a car show on this update probably tonight in about 2.5-3 hour range. So if you want to check that out, you can. You can also join my Discord server if you want more announcements or information on that. If I sound weird, it's because I'm getting over a sickness. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't complain. Venom out.